Hi everyone, and welcome back to my quest system series into what could be the last episode of the current series. So thank you for everyone watching thus far. We're on our last one, and this is going to be quite an easy one. We're going to be creating quest chains. So we've got quests in the game as standalone quests. We can complete objectives, hand them in, get XP, so on and so forth. But now we're going to go through the motions of setting up a quest chain. So basically giving quests a prerequisite before the quests become available to the player. So currently we have this. So we have the character walk up to this guy here and pick up this quest. Okay, no problems there. And the quest shows in the quest log and we can track it. So we're going to put in a prerequisite for this quest so that we have to complete his brother's quest over here before we can get this one. So to do that, we need to go into our quest parent, and we're going to add a new variable to this quest parent. And over here we're going to call it prerequisite, and the variable type is going to be a quest object reference. And I'm going to click the instance editable to make it available to me in the editor. Now the reason I want it in the editor is so that when I click on my quest over here, quest 001, I can scroll down, I can see prerequisite none, and I can choose which quest I want to choose. So now this quest is now set as the prerequisite for this quest over here. So that's all well and good, but now we need to actually make it so that when I interact with him, he doesn't show his quest if this is not complete. So we need to first of all check whether or not this prerequisite is complete. So to do that, I'm going to go onto my player character and edit their blueprint, and this is where we got left off last time. So over here, there was one thing we didn't do, so we quickly fix now. Is over here we had the check for interaction, and we're checking whether or not the quest is completed. If it is complete, hello. If it is complete, we're not doing anything. If it isn't complete, we're now displaying the quest or turning it in. What I want to do instead though is on the true, if it is complete, I just want to go to the interact. So I'm going to drag this right down here to interact, like so. So back to what we were doing. So I want it to not show the quest dialog, this thing here, if the prerequisite isn't complete. So we're going to open up this display quest. Now in display quest, our input has a quest reference input. So I'm going to come out of there and get the prerequisite. Now some quests may not have a prerequisite, so for that I'm going to convert that to a validated get. So if nothing's been set as a prerequisite, it's totally fine, we'll carry on as is. So if it isn't valid, we are going prerequisite. If it is got a prerequisite, we are going to check whether or not the prerequisite is completed. So check is complete, and that will go into a branch. So if it is valid, go into the branch. Let's just move this over here, and if it is complete, we can now display this quest. So true into displaying the quest as normal. However, if it isn't valid, we don't want to check the prerequisite. We can just go from is not valid to create quest UI widget. And if it is not complete, we're going just to go output this as normal without displaying anything. Okay, so hopefully that makes sense. We're going to check whether the prerequisite is, whether or not it actually exists. If it does exist, I'm going to check whether or not it is complete. If it is complete, show the quest dialog. If it's not complete, just output it, skipping the showing dialog. If it isn't valid, basically I haven't set a prerequisite, I'm just going to show the quest dialog anyway. Click save, and that should do it. Compile, and go back to your map. So we want to make sure that the quest has got the prerequisite set, so I'm going to click on him, get his quest, and we'll make sure quest 002 is set as prerequisite. So I should be able to walk up to him now, and now it won't show the quest dialog. However, I can pick up this one. Yeah, and this one asked me to kill the 3 cardboard monsters. So let's kill the 3 cardboard men. Four. And last one. Okay, let's hand this quest in. And click turn in. So now that quest is complete, meaning now when I come up to this guy, he'll show his quest. And that is it. That is the quest system. So there's loads of things we could do to further this quest system even further, but the basics are all here. If you have any suggestions or questions you want to ask, leave them in the comments below. This is the end of this current series. I may come back to this, well, we'll come back to this at some point and do some other stuff with quests, as I plan to with my animation, with my my inventory system and map system and so forth down the line. But I want to move on and make sure I get some more content out there. But if you have any suggestions for what you want to see in the quest system, please leave them in the comments below. Hopefully you've enjoyed this system and enjoyed the series. And if you want to support me, head over to patreon.com/Ryan Laley, just like these people have, and support me there. That'd be great. You get access to videos nice and early, access to a Discord, and some other benefits based on whatever tier you choose. So big thank you and big shout out to everyone who's supported me thus far. And I look forward to seeing you guys again in the future. And thank you and goodbye.